How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this one I am actually on the road in real life and not on Swift. It is not a training vlog, although yeah, it is a training ride, we will say. So yeah, this is not technically a race, but you know what they say about, more than one person riding is always a race. Well, so this is a little quick little backstory. So this is so it's the starting to be the spring. So it's early March here in the northeast of the U.S. So almost spring. This was an abnormally warm day, but in the spring, in March, there is a local ride in my area called the Great Valley 30, or the GV30, as it's kind of like known. And this being my very first race season per se. I did one race last year, but this is the first actual season. I have never done this ride before, but apparently it's pretty well known, pretty well attended as well, and we'll get to that in a minute. But it is basically advertised as a training crit, so GV30 training crit, and it is around an office park, office center. It's, I guess technically 4-corner crit. But as you can see by the map up in the top right, it is the corners are not sharp. They are not 90-degree, kind of nice sweeping turns. It's about a mile around, almost exactly a mile around, and yeah, so it's a very nice wide, kind of 4-lane wide type road. They do this ride every Sunday, or every week, I guess, maybe once or twice a week. I think they do some other rides during the week once the season kind of officially begins. Like I said, abnormally nice day today, so the weather here is quite nice for my area, but it is still can be chilly here. So once we get to the summertime, I think they do too. But yeah, so mile around, 4 corners, kind of nice wide roads, and it's a pretty big group. I don't know how many people were here. I'd say maybe 40, 50-ish. You'll see from the video, because I am at the back, and there's a reason for that, because a lot of the people that apparently show up to this ride, and I can attest to that now, they are regular racers. I see a couple of pro guys. There are some teams that have 3 or 4 riders in it. So I will say probably with almost 100% certainty that everybody in this ride right now has more experience in a crit race than me, because this is my very first crit race. I know it's not technically a race, but it was certainly treated like a race by most of the people here. So yeah, this is my kind of very first experience with anything like this, and I am not trying to be the one that causes any accidents or anything like that. I am not comfortable in big packs, as you'll see. So yeah, I am at the back by design. I want to hang out back here, and yeah, that obviously comes back to bite me in a little while. But so the ride is 30 laps of this mile loop, so it's about 30 miles total. Spoiler alert, I do not make it the entire 30 miles, but there's pretty good reasons for that. So a little bit of backstory, I guess. So this is the very beginning of my first race season. I have registered for a few races later in the season, and this is being the regular little training crit in the area. Is hopefully going to be my kind of experience going into the first race. I hopefully will do more of these weekly rides. Hopefully the weather holds out most of the time. And yeah, I think it's a very good training experience for me. So like I said, I'm not comfortable in a big group. And I think if I was going to jump into a race with a bunch of other people that were not comfortable in big groups, it would be bad for me, and probably for other people. So it's kind of nice riding in a group where people are kind of comfortable with it. So they hold their lines nicely. I mean, they are tucked onto each other's wheels very closely. I'm not, but it kind of gives me a little confidence that they're not going to do anything that's kind of unexpected. I'm going to have to react really quickly because I may not be able to do that yet. We will see. So I think that it's probably going to be good practice for me. And obviously I'm in good fitness as well. So there's lots of strong riders in this race, which is great. I mean, it's not like an actual race. It's not sanctioned or anything like that. It's just guys who get together and have a little friendly race every week. So they're not breaking it up into categories, anything like that. Like I said, there's some pro guys riding all the way down to me, who is a complete novice Cat 5 rider and everything. So all the categories ride together, and yes, there's huge differences in abilities. And then there's women in here as well that ride. So yes, it's a big group of all different types of riders, which is fine, is good. I mean, that's basically what I need to get experience in this. So let's talk a little bit about how it went. So like I said, I was not comfortable in the big group, so I am hanging out in the back. And for the first 10 laps or so, I would say it went okay, but that did come at the expense of my fatigue. So hanging out in the back, I'm not, as you can see by the video, I'm not on people's wheels like I should be. I'm definitely not close enough to get a huge draft, and it was a little bit windy on this stretch here. The wind is kind of pushing from the left, so there are definitely times where I am on the left of the group and I shouldn't be. I let gaps open up in front of me. I definitely know that the positioning is not where it should be. I fully admit to that. This corner here is a bit of an uphill. It's not terrible of an uphill or anything like that, but I used this again. I mean, if you haven't seen in my other videos, I'm a smaller, lighter rider, so hills like that I can use to my advantage and kind of catch up to the group. Going through the downhill here, I do have to put down some power in order to hang on to the group, which is where I think the experience and my positioning is going to help me a little bit better. So I can get closer to some of these riders and get a better draft on that. But anyway, so I use the hill to kind of catch back up to everybody, the uphill to catch back up, and then I let some gaps open up on the downhill and around the corners, and then in the crosswind and everything, and I have to fight to get back on. And there's only so long and so many times I can actually do that. So like I said, I do not make it the entire 30 laps. This is not like an entire race overview because I do not finish this race, but more of a kind of journal entry, I guess, into my racing career. I need experience in groups and around corners and everything, and I think that this ride will do that for me, hopefully. Everybody was really nice. We chatted afterwards for a while. Even during the ride, everybody was very accommodating and everything. So yeah, I think this will be a good experience for me. So you'll see there are some laps like this one. I do an okay job kind of hanging out in the pack. We go up the hill on this next corner, and I'm pretty comfortable in the pack. Like I said, a lot of these guys have more experience than me, so I'm comfortable that they're not going to do anything that I can't react to. And yeah, but I do let some gaps open up. And like I said, there's only so many times that I can actually do that. And I think about 10, 12 laps or so into it, I let a gap open up, and I have to catch back on with a very big effort. And a couple laps later, I let the same thing happen, and I just didn't have it left in the tank to do that. But looking at my my power numbers, and it's kind of interesting because my power numbers, I think, are okay. I was certainly happy with it. I thought that my fitness was pretty good, so I don't think that my fitness was actually holding me back from staying in the group. I think it was more of my confidence in bike handling and positioning. So I'm definitely happy to know that my fitness is kind of there, or as much as I think it's there. So if I take a look at my power number, so I averaged 210 watts for about the half an hour, so it's about 3.3 watts per kilo, and that was a little bit less than I would do probably in a Zwift race, but my normalized power is 236 watts, so I was jumping up and down quite a bit. So yeah, if you see my power curve, I'll try to flash maybe my power curve or something up. I don't know exactly how to do that, so I probably won't actually, but it's spiking all over the place. I'm like catching up out of corners, and so it definitely was not good in terms of having a nice smooth power delivery or anything like that. But like I said, I felt like it wasn't my fitness that was holding me back. I think it was definitely more of positioning and just getting comfortable with the bike handling. So that I can definitely work on. I'm going to work on my fitness too, but I can certainly work on that. So it's good to do that before the first race, I think. Anyway, so anyway, and hopefully I will have a number of these. Like I said, they do them once a week, and hopefully I will continue to do them, probably throughout the season. They do them all the way up until, I don't know, it gets cold here, October-ish time frame, something like that. So so I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to meet some of the other riders and everything, see what races they're doing, how they're doing. So keep I guess subscribe if you want to see other updates. I'm sure I will record some of the other races to show you how my experience is going, and hopefully how I'm improving. We will see. So yeah, thanks for watching on this one. I mean, again, not really like a race per se in my point of view. The race itself, I did stop to watch the end. There's a little breakaway of two guys, I think, that got away. It ended up almost lapping everybody, so that was impressive to see that. But yeah, I mean, thanks for watching my little my little review of my own riding, and I'm sure that you guys will tell me exactly what I did right, what I did wrong, things like that. So I look forward to, well, maybe I don't look forward to it, but I will certainly read all the comments and try to respond to as many as I can. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.